Too exhausted to stay in the game, too old to learn new tricks. I shiver as I plant myself in the possibility of becoming. I let the ladder fall and hold the thread, itchy with the new while vomiting the old, free with nothing to compromise, light with nothing to sell. I enter the market for identities and stroll, unimpressed. I stop by the savvy tailor to help patch me as something vintage and holy, brimming with is and now. Hands, quick and precise, sharp with intuition and brutal delicacy. Joints dislocated, organs relocated, a whole new order. Heart glued to the neck, two eyes merged as one lung. Then I am delivered over silver tempered waters, flotsam with a ribbon, a whole lot of clues without a story. Hi everyone, my name is Rawan. I am a poet and an intuitive archetypal tarot reader, and this is my space for thriving on everything tarot and poetry. I am so happy you're here, and since this is my first video, I thought about doing the cool thing of introducing myself through a tarot card. And to my surprise, it wasn't the Empress, it wasn't the Queen of Wands. It was this son of a gun, the Five of Swords. And I decided to introduce myself through not the Five of Swords itself as a card, but my journey with it, and how the card became to mean different things and reveal different layers throughout the years, and as I was moving through different stages in my life. So yeah, first meeting when I was just starting to learn tarot and get familiar with the cards and everything, I really hated this one. Like, absolutely hated it. Everything about it, the grayness, the colors, the smirk on the dude's face, like, it's just, yeah, it wasn't my card. But yeah, as I learned more and more, I figured out why this was the case, because it triggered something really deep and called me out on my imposter syndrome. And at that time I was procrastinating actually by learning tarot, because I was struggling to write my master's thesis, and I was also at the same time trying to be a dancer, and perfectionism was killing any attempt to do that, to just dance and enjoy it. And yeah, like, it made me realizing that it's pointing at something deeper, made me look at like this old nasty feeling that haunted me my whole life, the way the Five of Swords haunted me. And it's just that feeling that there is certain degree of pretense to everything I do and everything I am, and it was just such a deeply rooted feeling that I couldn't shake or ignore, no matter what I did. I still achieved a lot and have done a lot of things I wanted to do, but the feeling was just always there. So I began to unpack that, and like, when I started learning tarot, I still wasn't equipped enough to actually realize it's deep down, it's the Five of Cups or the Five of Pentacles. It's the root issue. and I didn't allow myself to be angry enough for it to be the Five of Wands. So of course it had to be the Five of Swords. Like what else it would come out of come out as yeah. I got deeper and deeper into tarot and into psychoanalysis because it has always been one of my special interests. I came to know the concept of archetypal tarot. I knew about Carl Jung and archetypes, but I didn't know like there was already established concept of archetypal tarot. Persephone's Sister, the YouTube channel, was a great source for diving deeper into all of this. I highly recommend it. Marianne Louise, she's a queen. So yeah, we'll just link it down below, and please go check it. Yeah, I just started making all these connections between tarot and archetypes, and also and like my personal experience with the cards and what they meant to me, and from reading for other people, and was contributing to that. Like I took it from the personal meaning of the card and how it manifested in people around me to connect it to the archetype, the unconscious collective archetype. And yeah, looking at the Five of Swords, there is like it mainly reflects two archetypes, the Pyrrhic victor and the aggressor or the bully. There are different tones, other tones to different archetypes, but these are the main two we are working with today. Because yeah, it definitely can mean like this winning at all costs, and damaging other people in the process, but it also in a deeper way can hint to the way we betray ourselves, and this is the interpretation that always resonates more with me. Yeah, it's just how it reflected my imposter syndrome so clearly. It's just this high achiever in me that did the thing but still felt like it's hollow or empty because I was betraying other parts of myself while doing it. I neglected some parts that needed to be seen and heard and integrated in me as a whole in the process. And it wasn't really about skills or mastery or knowing what I was doing. It was more about like the deeper issue here, which yeah, I got the tools to unpack more and more of it later. But yeah, going back to the start, like I started learning tarot 6 years ago, and 1 year after I started learning tarot, I was so consistent with my therapy process at the time, and I got my late diagnosis of ASD, and I started it took me a good while to accept the diagnosis first, and then start unpacking it and what it meant about me living my whole life without realizing this. I started, learning about the process and the concepts of camouflage and masking, and then like gaining the courage to start unmasking step by step, slowly, in safe spaces. And at that time, like I remember like it how it clicked right away with me, that I went two layers deeper with the Five of Swords and what it means with the whole masking experience throughout my life, and why I had this feeling hunting me my whole life, basically. was definitely a step forward in my understanding of myself and of the Five of Swords and of everything I do, and the why behind it, the why behind why I do it, and why it means to me so much. And I needed a good while figuring out everything and how it connects, and that's why I was pretty late to the YouTube party. It has always been something I wanted to do, but going back to the same issue of just feeling a fake in a sense, or issues with visibilities and how I am viewed, which often was not accurate to how I feel about myself. And as someone who is obsessed with authenticity and truth, that's the nightmare, you guys. Like feeling like you're fake or you're not being authentic enough, or it had to resonate very true before I was able to do it, like to be here and start sharing what I have to share. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. It feels right and it feels correct and it feels just what the moment is calling for now. So this was like a snapshot into my journey with the Five of Swords, with a little poetic touch. I think it will be just a ritual for me to start my videos with a poem, because poems can say just what I can't articulate talking, speaking, communicating. And it's my way of communicating, even if and it's to be experienced. Like, don't intellectualize it, don't try to understand the poem. But Flotsam with a Ribbon, that was my Five of Swords poem. It just captured the whole experience. And when I was writing it, I didn't really know what was about to come. I wrote this one, I think, a year ago. It happened at a moment when I felt like I was losing everything, basically. And it was this deep transformation phase. I was okay, I was alright. I knew it was going to be okay, but the process was hard. And and poetry just helped me keep going and figure out the truth about it all. Disclaimers. English is not my first language, but it is the language I am most comfortable using, communicating here in this space and within this context. So and I realize I have a weird accent. It's just a mix. Like it's my Egyptian spoken English accent plus whatever I picked up on from people I worked with from all over the world, and it's it's this polyphonic carnival kind of accents all in one, and I love it. So but it might be a challenge for you to understand a little bit of it or some words. So I'm challenging you with this one because we are building something reciprocal here. So second thing, it's the YouTube classical disclaimer of making it clear that this channel is for entertainment purposes only, educational entertainment purposes maybe, and because my content may include tarot readings later on at some point, and I want that to be clear. Tarot is not enough on its own. From a personal experience, don't get don't get addicted to it, because it can be addictive. Don't do that. Make your own thing out of it. Go deeper with the cards, because it might be a call for you to dig deeper and find your own thing in the cards. Not just wait for answers or people online to tell you what to do with your life. And third thing, I do a lot of things, so expect surprises. Like I am an interdisciplinary artist. I do dance, I do performance, I use my voice in a lot of things, and yeah, I would love to include this in the content I'm creating here, and I will definitely do. Not sure about the format yet, but yeah, because the main theme and the arching theme of the channel is obviously it's tarot and verse. So it's tarot and poetry, but yeah, that doesn't exclude like other ways of expressing myself and what I want to share with you guys. So yeah, that was my self introduction and my journey with the Five of Swords. I would love to hear about your experience with the Five of Swords, you guys, like what it means to you. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Why? Yeah, just feel free to share whatever you feel called to share. Yeah, do all the YouTube things of liking, sharing, subscribing. Highly appreciated. And I will see you the next video. Bye.